Hello, I hope you are well. I thought today I would show you my beauty, skincare, hair care, makeup empties for April and then shop my stash for my skincare. So let's jump straight into it. I've actually used quite a number of products this week and they all kind of vary as well, which is good to see. So the first one, which I used in the shower this morning, is the Rituals, and this is the Rituals of Ayurveda? How do you pronounce that? Ayurveda. This is the Rituals of Ayurveda, and this is a beautiful foaming shower gel which has an amazing scent. Me and my partner both love this scent as well, so it's very much for females and males and anybody else, and it's got Indian rose and sweet almond oil in it, and it's 92% natural origins. And when we visit the York Designer outlet, they have a ritual shop there, and so we generally will purchase one of these each so that we don't have to share, because my partner will go through this extremely quickly, whereas I take my time with it. So whilst he's been away, I have been using this in the bathroom, knowing that it's not going to get stolen or any sneaky usage. And I've been able to enjoy this all by myself, and it's one of those shower gels which turns into a foam, and it leaves the most beautiful scent on your skin. So usually when we're at the outlet, we'll get this for quite cheap really compared to what you can usually buy it for, and so we always pick up a couple as a treat for ourselves, and this is our favourite scent for Rituals. So if you haven't had it before, I would definitely recommend this. It's a beautiful scent, it's a beautiful shower experience too, so if you're in the way of wanting to treat yourself, try this. It's really nice. I don't think you'll be disappointed. In the bathroom, we've also used a Dove soap bar. So this is something that is just kind of standard in our family life. Generally, I'll always have a Dove cream bar in the shower. It's a lovely soap to use, and it's just a bit nostalgic for me because I grew up in a home that used Dove soap. So I love the smell and I like it. I've also used a nail varnish this month. So this is the Barry M. This is in the shade, let's see, oh, I can't tell you because it's rubbed off. It'll be like a rosy kind of colour, and this is the Jelly High Shine rose tinted. So I know you can still buy this in the shop. I really like to use Barry M nail polishes. I think they dry really well and they last really well as well on the nails. I don't think you can get that many usage out of a pot though, and I think because with this it is like a high shine jelly finish, it does kind of dry quite quickly. So I have used quite a lot of this. It's just a really nice pinky rosy colour that I have used up, and yeah, I've enjoyed using this. I also have a perfume, and this is the Lancome, and this is the raspberry smelling perfume. So it's got the raspberry scent in it, and I have another mini of this, and I also have a full size too, and I love this. It's such a beautiful scent. It's just so like it's so refreshing and fruity and like uplifting. It's perfect, I think, for spring summer. So I have used one of those up this month. Going back to the bathroom, I have also used one of the Sanctuary Spa body scrubs. So this is a new one for me to use this month, and I love these. I've talked about these before. I think they're fantastic. You just get just the right amount. It's a salt oil scrub, so it's more of a intensive kind of exfoliator, which is what I want. I don't want something that I rub onto my skin and I can't feel it. I want something that I'm, you know, rubbing onto my skin and I know that my skin is going to feel really soft afterwards, and the oils are really nice and the scent is really nice too. I do like these sizes too, because in a pot the oil can separate from the salt, so you do have to kind of mix it in to make sure that you get the kind of the right ratio of the salt and oil. But with this, it's all done for you. It's great for traveling, it's great for taking away anywhere, and I just find it quite easy to use. I do have 2 items from my project pan that I've used up this month, which I'm really happy about. I'm not going to mention those because I'll mention those in the next project pan update, which will be in maybe a couple of months' time. For skincare, I have 3 products that I've used up this month. One of them is the Elf Skin, and this is the Holy Hydration. So this was just a small kind of travel size cleanser that I did take away with me, and I didn't enjoy this. I really didn't like it. It's a makeup melting cleansing balm. I do have a little bit left in the pot here. It just kind of, it just sat on the skin. I don't think it really kind of emulsified with my makeup that I had on to like really get it off my skin. I just kind of feel like this, you'd massage it on the skin, it would sit on the skin, you'd wipe it away, but nothing really like happened. It didn't really, it's not really what I expect from a cleansing balm. Really, cleansing balms with that oil kind of aspect, they really are good at removing makeup. But this one, I just didn't think it did that for me at all. Next, I have the Paula's Choice, and this is the exfoliate. This is the 2% BHA liquid exfoliant, which has salicylic acid. I think most people have probably tried this before. This is actually the first time I've tried it, and I really did enjoy using it. I used it maybe, I started off using it maybe a couple of times a week, and then I started using it near enough every day. It did last a long time, and at the moment my skin has looked the best it has in a long time. So the skincare that I have been using is really working for me. So I don't know if it's because of things that have happened in my life that are less stressful, so it's showing on my skin. I'm not quite sure if it's because I'm taking some, what are they called, like what are they called? Supplements. I'm not quite sure if it's because I'm taking some supplements which are more around like the skin and hair health, or if it's the products that I'm using on my skin at the moment. But it's great. My skin is looking the best it has in a long time, so it is something that I would repurchase. I would actually really like to try the Pixie Glow Tonic. I've never used that before, so I think that'll be next on my list to purchase. And then lastly, for skincare, I have the Laneige, and this is the Sleep Mask. So I did enjoy using the Sleep Mask. It's bouncy and firm. It did leave my skin feeling really soft. One thing I did notice when I used it, and I don't know if it's like the firming aspect of it, I'm not quite sure, but my pore areas kind of around my nose here felt quite tight. So I would put it on at night time and the rest of my skin would feel fine, but these areas just around my nose here and here would feel quite tight. So I would go in then with like a facial oil just to make sure that it wasn't, it kind of felt like stripping, but I don't know if it was, I'm just used to kind of that feeling to be stripping rather than like firming. I'm not quite sure what it was. So yeah, I'm not quite sure if I would repurchase this. I did enjoy using it, but I'm not quite sure I felt that on my skin. Moving on to makeup, I have finally used my Benefit 24-hour brow setter. I love this. This is always something that I repurchase. I think it's great. It really does set your brow. The wand is brilliant. Let me see if I can just wipe it off. I've tried to keep this as long as possible, and because generally I use it after I've put product on my eyebrows, it does look a little bit grubby. So let's wipe some of this off. So you should be able to see here on the wand, it's actually got different sides to it. So we've got like a longer bristles here, you can really brush up your eyebrows. It's got shorter bristles on this side, which is really good for like putting them in place. And then on this side and this side, it's flat. So you can kind of set them in place with that part of the wand. So I really do like this. I think it's brilliant. It's one that I would definitely rebuy. However, to replace that, I'm actually using this one, which is from Kosas, and I got this in an advent calendar. It was a Space K one I got. So this is Airbrow. I don't think this is as good. This is part of my project pan, so I am including this now. It's meant to have different benefits to it as well for your eyebrow hair. So I was just using this as like a treatment at night time, but I didn't see anything that I could like compare with or without. So I've started to use this one. I'm going to see if I can force myself to like it, just so that I'm not wasting it. But it is part of my project pan, so I will update you how I get along with this as part of that. I don't like the colour of the tube because it's clear. It's really going to get quite grubby, I think. So I'm not quite sure why they chose to have a clear tube on this. And then another makeup product that I have used, it doesn't look like I've used it all, but I have. This is the Rodial Glass Highlighter. I really like this highlighter. It's Champagne Glow and it's beautiful. There might be a little bit left. It's a lovely champagne coloured highlighter and it leaves such a lovely glow on the skin that looks like quite natural really. It doesn't look too like glittery, it's very subtle and I love it. What I would say is I got this in an advent calendar, again the Space K one, and the product is so small and I would have loved to have had a larger size. It's 2 grams, and it looks like I haven't used all of it up, but that's because the tube is quite small and then the wand, you can't like kind of scrape it around the sides. It doesn't work like that. So I've got all that I can out of it. I've tried to sit it upside down. I've tried to sit it like horizontal just to try and get the rest of it out. So I might give it another shot just to see if I can get a couple more uses out of it. But otherwise I have really enjoyed using this. If the larger size was a little bit more easier to use, then I would consider repurchasing it because this is beautiful. I really do like it. I'm going to replace that one with this iconic London highlighter. Packaging is so it gets your fingertips on it really quickly, so I'm trying to hold it in a way that won't show all the fingerprints. And this is the iconic Lit and Luminous highlighter, and this is a baked highlighter and it's a universal, so I will start using this. It does seem to be maybe have a little bit more glitter in it or a little bit more shimmer in it than what I am used to. The Rodial one is definitely more of a glow. This one I think is much more of a shimmer. So I'll give this one a go. I think this will be really nice in the summer. I'm just going to wipe the fingerprints off it. Yeah, it's never going to stay clean, is it? It's really reflective, but I do like iconic products. So this is a huge highlighter. It's probably going to take me years to use, so I'll probably get sick of it before I actually use it all up and move on. I want to move on to something else. And then I thought I would share with you just a few other things that I have really enjoyed this month. And one of them is the wax melts. I love these wax melts. These are my ultimate wax melts. They're from Northern Soul Scents. It's a company based in Cumbria, the Lake District, and this is one of my favourite scents, and it's coffee and newspaper. It's such a lovely scent. The scents linger for ages. I use it in my office, so when I'm working from home. However, when I go say walk the dog, come back in the house, the whole house smells of it and it's so beautiful. So it says here that it's roasted coffee on a base of amber and musk, topped off with vanilla and a hint of chocolate. So I have repurchased this one. I've also bought all of their spring collection. So I now have a little library because these fit beautifully on a shelf. So they do look like little books, and it says the wax melt scent here. So I have like a stack of these now that when I work from home, I just choose the scent that I want, put it in the wax burner, and it smells beautiful all day long. This is the book that I've read this month, and it's Mrs. England. This is by Stacey Halls. I really did enjoy this book. I've read The Foundling, which is another book by this author, and I really enjoyed that, and this one I would definitely recommend. It has like different twists and turns in it, but it is interesting and it kept me captivated, and I enjoyed reading this one. So now I'm going to take you into the bathroom and we shall shop my stash for ready for May. I can't believe it's going to be May already. So I'm a little bit earlier doing this because next week is going to be a little bit more of a busier week for me. So I thought, let's get this sorted now. So let's go into the bathroom. So here we are in my bathroom, in my skincare cupboard. So I'll just go through what I'm using at the moment and where I have gaps. So I'm still using, this has lasted a long time, the Sally Hughes Ring Light Eye Balm. So it does have a tint to it to help colour correct, as you can see there. I really am enjoying using this from Naturium, and this is the Vitamin C Complex Serum. This is probably going to run out in May, so I do need to find a replacement. I'm also using the moisturiser, the multi-peptide moisturiser. I would say this is about halfway done, so I may use this up in May too. I also love this moisturiser. I have started to use the CEO Glow by Sunday Riley. It looks like it hasn't been used at all, but I have started to just use a couple of drops here and there. I'm not really consistent with it, but I think once the Vitamin C Complex Serum from Naturium finishes, I might be more inclined to use this, as it does have vitamin C and turmeric. I am using as my SPF the Glow Screen by Supergoop. This is SPF 30. This is a primer, it's glowing, and I think this is amazing. I generally only use this on the days that I'm wearing makeup, so I do need, I think, another SPF in my routine that I can just reach for when I'm having my no makeup days. I'm using my Wild deodorant still, so this is in the Cherry Blossoms scent, which is a scent that I do like. For cleansers, I am using the Aveeno Nourishing Oat Cleanser, and this has lasted such a long time. I think this will end in May because we are down to here now, so there's not that much left, but I would definitely repurchase this already. It's lasted me months. I use this as my cleanse in the morning and then my second cleanse of a night time. And for my second cleanse, I have been using this. So this is the Mixsoon, and this is a cleansing oil, a bean cleansing oil. It does have a very strong fragrance, and the oil is very lightweight. At the moment, I'm not quite sure. I think it does a good job at removing makeup, but I don't know why it's so heavily scented. For the night time, I use the Naturium Multi-Peptide Eye Cream, which I really, really love. It's got squalene and hyaluronic acid, and it helps to brighten, hydrate, and smooths the skin. For the night, I also use the Medicate Hydrate B5 Intense Serum, and this is a great hydrating serum to use. I don't use it every single night. I generally will like switch up really between this, my face tan drops, and then some of the retinol treatment that I'm using. So this is the Naturium, and this is the retinaldehyde cream serum, 0.05%, and I really do enjoy using this. It goes onto the skin really nice. It's like a serum, and it really helps to even tone and texture. And I don't know if this is what is making my skin look nice or just a combination of all of them, but I am having a really nice skin period at the moment, not even a nice skin day, just nice skin period, so I hope that doesn't end. For face cream, night cream, I have just moved on to the Lala Retro Whipped Cream, and this has replaced the Laneige face mask or sleep mask, and this is a really nice moisturiser. It's got 6 argan oils and ceramides. I've only used this a few times, but I really do like this. What I think I might do is use this as a day and a night cream when the Naturium multi-peptide moisturiser finishes, just because it is quite a large tub, so it takes up quite a lot of space in here. And then I am using the Groom, and this is the prickly pear oil. I'm nearly halfway through this. This is part of my project pan, as is the CEO Glow, and I've definitely noticed that I am using this more of a night time, and I really like it. It has rejuvenating and firming properties, and I think it does work, so I do like this. And then occasionally, maybe once a week, I am working my way through the Skinny Tan, and this is the Wonder Drops. This is also part of my project pan, and I am starting to make a dent into it. I only need 1 drop of this for my skin. I do not need any more. On the back it says you can use maximum 8 drops in 24 hours, but I'm definitely not somebody who could use 8 drops. Just 1 drop once a week, twice a week is definitely enough for me. So let's do a little bit of a restock. I am going to use another one of the Sanctuary Spa Salt and Oil Scrub, so I will pop that in here. And then for cleansers, so once I have used my Aveeno, I am going to move on to this, and it's by Round Lab, and it's 1025 Doctor Cleanser. So yeah, really excited to start using a bit more Korean skincare. I'm also going to use, in replace of my Paula's Choice exfoliator, I'm going to use this Kate Somerville Exfoliate. I used this for the first time last night and I was really impressed with it. I did not know this was green. I have never known that. I've never used it before, but it surprised me that the colour of this was green. So you apply it to wet skin, you massage it on your skin for a little while, and then you leave it to sit on your skin for a little while too. So I'm excited to continue to use this. I'm not normally someone that uses like a physical exfoliate, normally use more of a chemical exfoliator, so I'm going to see how I get on with this. I am very excited to use this. So this is another Korean skincare brand, and this is the Madagascar Centella, and this will be used as a serum, so I think I will probably have it in my routine here where the vitamin C serum is. And I'm really excited to use Centella because it's meant to be really protecting, it's meant to help with the skin's barrier, and I do have like redness on my skin, so it's meant to be quite soothing as well, so I'm looking forward to seeing the results from this. I will also include this Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cream SPF 30 into my routine, so maybe when this one has finished and I feel like I would like that sun protection as well, I will use this maybe if I'm going away. We're looking to go to the lakes for a little while, so this will be great to take along, take with me, with it being travel size. So I will look forward to using this because I always do. Elemis is such an amazing brand. And then lastly, on those kind of no makeup days where I want more skincare benefits but also SPF, I'm going to start using this Glow recipe. And this is a Watermelon Glow Dew Balm SPF 30, and it has niacinamide. This was part of the Cult Beauty Set for Sun edit. So it is a strange kind of serum. It's a stick, so you swipe it onto your face or where you need the sun protection. So I think this will be great for when I just want to repeat the application of SPF on my skin, definitely on those no makeup days. So here we are, this is what my skincare cupboard looks like now. So the things that I'm currently using are here, more daytime, more nighttime, my cleansers, and then the products that I'd like to use or introduce into my routine. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed today's video, and I will see you again soon. Thank you.